What's up, guys? This is Chris here, and today we are going to be shooting arguably the best shotgun in the world. Today we are going to be taking a few shots with the Gen-12 Terran Tactical 3-gun. This gun was sent to us by Genesis, and I appreciate them, but that will not change my opinion. This is arguably the best variation of the best shotgun in the world. The Genesis 12 is a semi-automatic, magazine-fed 12 gauge. This one has an 18-inch barrel. It has an included brake, 15-inch M-LOK rail, dual-sided charging handle, and a lower that is actually a DPMS 308 lower and a DPMS recoil system. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that it is. And it takes these standard capacity 12 gauge magazines, which we'll get into here in a minute. Now, the Genesis 12 is arguably the most reliable semi-automatic shotgun ever made, at least in the AR pattern. This one in particular is the 3-gun variation or the competition variation, but don't worry about that too much. It'll definitely defend your home or ranch all the same. The only difference is this one's going to be a little bit more tuned to be quicker. It has a hyper fire trigger in it, which is insane. We have a hoe grip, and then we also, again, have this insane brake system on the barrel, which we'll talk further about here in a little bit. Now, this gun is incredibly fast and incredibly powerful, which we're going to show you here in a second. We have a whole bunch of different types of shotgun ammo today that we're going to be shooting through it, and we're going to be showcasing how awesome this gun is, or at least how awesome I think it is. We're also going to be comparing it a little bit to the Benelli M4, which I think was the best shotgun until today. All right, so now we're out here and we're just going to be patterning our shotgun at 15 yards, and we'll get it close enough for the EOTech so we can shoot 0 to 25, no problem. We'll go that A zone right there. Pretty good, maybe a hair low. We'll try that headshot. Yeah, we'll, that's gonna be a pattern today, I promise you. All right, we'll go right in the middle again, check our 0. That ain't bad.
That's pretty good.
Maybe a little bit higher.
This thing just looks absolutely ridiculous.
Still not fucking around setup. Like, fucking EOTech, Surefire Scout Light, 15-round magazine, and your 12 gauge with another 15 coming quick. It's quite a home defense gun, that's for sure. Look at that fucking group. That's like an 8-round burst.
I know.
12 gauge. You imagine if you got hit with, what is 8 times 9 in buckshot? 72? That's like a burst of a 72-round submachine gun right there getting hit by. That's crazy. All right, this is the Terran mag. So this is the 10-round mag with a 3-round extension, 13 rounds. The mags are a little tricky to load. Bubba's better at them than I am. He has more practice than I do. Bubba's our resident shotgun expert, as you'll see here in a second. But it's pretty simple. It's almost like loading, it's kind of like loading a big ass single feed AR mag. You guys are familiar with the civilian version of the G36 that comes into the United States. They have a weird chopped in half single feed AR magazine, and this is what it kind of reminds me of. A little bit more difficult to load than a double feed, but these have really strong springs as well to make sure that these things load properly. So I was just talking to Bubs about this. I'm actually gonna have to use some technique today. I'm a pretty big boy, but a mag dump, a 12 gauge, even moves me back a little bit, so I have to lean a little bit more forward and actually use my own advice.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Where's the bolt release? Right here. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. The power!
Out.
Boo!
Didn't you say you were going to get us some drums?
Yeah, maybe.
YouTube doesn't like those.
Man, that's so fun. That's so fucking fun. I can't even believe that this is like a 12 gauge shotgun, man.
Agreed. So that was 13 rounds and 13 rounds, so it was 26 rounds. Imagine how long it would take you to shoot 26 rounds through my Benelli. Don't get me wrong, my Benelli M4 is a phenomenal weapon, but a weapon sort of based on a design that's over 150 years old, or at least 120 years old, whereas this thing That's a whole new thing. I mean, you have an AR-10 lower, but the recoil system and everything is all new. I mean, this really is shotgun of the future. So first off, we have AR-10 controls here. You can put whatever grip you want on here and whatever stock you want on here, although this rubber butt pad is really, really nice for the 12 gauge. This thing has a dual-sided charging handle, which is really, really nice. We have an ambi safety here. We actually put the Radiant on it, but it's because I prefer that, but I think it comes with a badass safety. The super cool milling in the receiver itself, and then the rail system is pretty impressive. But what's really cool about the Genesis is it really solves a lot of the issues I previously talked about last week in my shotgun video, and part of the reason why I made that video was an inspiration for this week, because this thing really does solve a shitload of those problems. This is super easy to load, very, very reliable for semi-automatic, no issues running a pump and short stroking the gun, just simple AR controls with a little bit more recoil, and you literally possess the power of fucking Thor.
Thor, huh?
Thor. Monster. On a regular shotgun like a Benelli M4, Beretta 1301, those are great guns. And in a lot of cases, the capacity on those guns is more than enough for home defense. And reloading's not really an issue if you're gonna use it for home defense, because if you go through like 7 shells of 12 gauge, you're definitely in the 1% for home defense. But one of the great things about this is AR controls, number one. So if your girlfriend, wife, anybody that you know knows how to run an AR, they know how to run this.
Yeah.
Load the magazine, put the magazine in, safety and bolt release. But the greatest thing, in my opinion, is the adjustable length of pull. The fact that she can adjust this on the fly with an AR stock, so you can make it shorter, and Bubs and I can make it bigger, is so nice, because getting good recoil control on a shotgun is about presentation, and it's about having that good length of pull, and you can change that if you want.
Oh, it is heavy.
Heavy though, heavy bitch.
All right.
It's like a workout.
It is like a workout. It's so powerful, my ear pro is falling off.
Imagine how the other guy would feel.
Right? This is mine.
All right, so we were running some 1300 feet per second stuff through this. Now that we've got it broken in, a couple hundred rounds in, I'm gonna try some 1200 Federal Top Shot. Now, one thing you should know is if this does not work, it's because I haven't changed the recoil spring. This has a AR-10 recoil system in it, so if I want to use lighter ammo, I can use a lighter spring. That being said, I'm using it how it came out of the box. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, it's because the ammo's too light. You shotgun guys already know how that works. Didn't lock back. Now, the nice thing about Genesis 12 reload is I can literally reload this, talk to you for a little bit, and still beat a Benelli reload.
That's so fucking fun.
All right, can you save a hostage with a shotgun? Say when.
Help!
I would say maybe. Can you still defend your home with a shotgun? Say when.
Help!
I think he's dead. We're gonna find out what it looks like to shoot a ballistic head with a 12 gauge slug. The ammo is gonna be Federal Premium 12 gauge slugs, and they're hollow points. This is our volunteer for today. His name is Bob.
Wow. We got brains. We got, it is all the way over here, all the way over there.
Yeah, it is very unhealthy to take a shotgun slug to the head.
Yeah, don't be doing that, y'all. He lost his mandible. Wow.
This thing is fucking crazy.
Well, that was awesome, as expected. I have been anticipating this gun for a while. I'm so excited. This is so fucking crazy. I cannot stress enough. I have a Benelli M4, I have a 1301, I have an A300, I have the new 940 Pro. I have all of the best semi-automatic tactical shotguns in the world, and if you shoot all those compared to this, you'll pick this. This is, in my opinion, the next generation of shotguns. I think Genesis finally did it. I think that AR pattern shotguns have been unreliable. They've existed for a long time. They've been unreliable. The Sega is, whether you like that or not, it was the most reliable semi-automatic shotgun of its era, but it's not anywhere close to the Genesis 12. The Genesis 12 is a literal not around. You can put 100 rounds full of 6-shot through this in a row and it will not malfunction. The magazines are reliable. You get a crazy magazine capacity. The gun itself is extremely ergonomic. The trigger is absolutely insane. The hyperfire trigger is insane. The adjustable stock's amazing. Not only is it reliable, not only does it have a high capacity and it reloads quickly, but the speed and the recoil reduction of this shotgun cannot be underestimated. We shot some rifled slugs through this today, and literally the system adjusts and the brake works better with higher pressure ammo. So it literally feels like you're shooting almost the exact same ammo. You can shoot 8-shot through this, you can shoot 6-shot through this, 4-shot, you can shoot number 4 buck, double-aught buck, and slugs, and it's going to function all 100%, which is absolutely bafflingly crazy for me. If you're used to semi-automatic shotguns, you know that like the Benelli M4, the 1301, they're very reliable, but for most of the semi-automatic shotgun history, the gun is probably the most unreliable platform that you can get a hold of. And the fact that Genesis really took this to the drawing board, reinvented this thing, used a new operating system, and really put some thought into this. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. Like, if you don't own one of these, you should own one of these. And if you can't afford the Terran Tactical version with the brake and all the cool stuff, they make versions of this that are $2,000 to $3,000. They're very expensive, but you can pretty much sell all the other shotguns. So that's maybe your hunting gun. Probably won't replace your pheasant gun. Well, I mean, you probably could shoot some pheasants with this. But for almost every other purpose, home defense, self-defense, plinking on the range, anything that you would buy a shotgun for, if you can afford a Genesis, get a Genesis. Now, this one here in particular is the best version of the Genesis Gen 12 that you can get. This is the Terran Tactical version. This is the long boy version of the John Wick gun. If you're familiar with the gun from John Wick 4 that made a giant splash, this is the same gun essentially, but with an 18-inch barrel, so it's legal to buy as a shotgun, and it has a giant brake on it, so you also have less recoil than the amazing low recoil John Wick gun. This has even less recoil than that. I wanted this the second I saw it. I finally have one, and I'm very, very happy. Now, this gun here, we have a threaded muzzle here, so if you want to add an extra brake or if you want to add anything else like a suppressor, you can do that. The Gen 12s are actually very suppressible, which is really nice. Down here we have the muzzle brake, which does the lion's share of the recoil control. This feels really, really good while you're shooting it, but I wouldn't stand next to it if I were you. It's very similar to a Barrett 50, very similar in design, where the brakes are actually faced sideways but a little to the rear, and they work very, very well. On the back here we have the M-LOK rail, which has this cool gray Cerakote, the same color as the John Wick gun from the John Wick 4 movie, because it's the same gun with just a longer barrel. We've got a really reinforced barrel nut here. The vertical grip on it is BCM. I love the BCM vertical grips. And then we have a completely ambi charging handle with an ambi safety. It comes with a badass safety. I prefer the Radian, and since it's an AR, you can change it. So we changed it. I'll show you the trigger here real quick. Now, the trigger is the best trigger you'll ever see on a shotgun. I mean, that is better than most of my AR triggers because this is a legit hyperfire trigger tuned by Terran Tactical. So it's probably better than all of my AR triggers. The Hogue grip I would normally change, but we didn't change it because the rubber is actually nice for all the recoil control. That feels really good. Picatinny rail toward the top with some cool cuts, and then a really killer milled receiver there that looks really nice. On the back, the recoil pad, which you showed before, works very well. Now, we shot around 200, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, 200 rounds of 12 gauge today. We shot Federal rifled slugs. We shot a little bit of everything. We shot anywhere from Federal 1200 feet per second Top Gun to Winchester 1330 to a little bit of 6-shot, and then we actually threw in some buck as well. The gun runs everything flawless. Just make sure that if you are shooting this gun, it likes things 1200 feet per second and above. If you shoot anything lower than that, it's actually hard to find 8-shot lower than 1200 feet per second, but if you do, you can actually have problems with a gun because of the spring pressure. Now, you can change the spring and you can spring it for the lightest possible ammo, but from the factory, it is meant to run 1200 and above because that's what you're going to run in 3-gun. So keep that in mind. Now the reloads were amazing, and there are larger magazines available for the Genesis. The recoil and pulse is crazy. The power is absolutely insane. Probably my favorite shotgun I've ever shot on the channel. If you guys wanted more shotgun stuff, so you got it. We actually shot a Benelli M4 compared to this, and the recoil and pulse is no comparison. The Benelli M4 is soft, but this is way softer. The recoil pad on the gun feels way better, and the air controls are obviously superior. I love the Benelli M4. Probably go down as still my all-time favorite old school shotgun, but there's a new kid in town, and the Gen-12, I think, is here to stay. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out Oklahoma shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.